Hey guys, and welcome back to a Minecraft video with me. Today we're going to be looking at a secret entrance that I have created slash came up with an idea that is actually very simple and has had the capability to be in the game for a long time, but I don't think anyone's thought of it, and it's actually has some very unique uses that you could do with like how it can be made, and just kind of a thought that people haven't really thought of before, and you'll see why it's so secure in a little bit. Basically, it relies on a cobblestone generator that is then pushed out along this entire thing, and all these pistons push it out here, and you have a giant floor. So imagine this is the floor of your house, and I can show you an example in a little bit of it actually being implemented. But, you know, you're in a house or whatever, and you're like, oh, well, this is my house, so I want to go get some secret stuff. And you drop down, and it closes behind you. And now you're in this secret room, and you can go and pick up all your stuff, and be super secretive. And, sorry, that's not for public eyes. And then, you know, you can climb up a ladder and get back up, and it'll close behind you. Just like such. So, that's pretty cool, and everyone knows the concept by that, but I think it's just really cool that anywhere in a room you can just dig down and drop into like this room. You can make like some insane stuff. You can make a dropper map using this in like vanilla really easily, like a hidden mini stage or something. Anyways, I'm gonna go over to a survival server where I first made it and kind of show you a good example how to make it a little more secure, and then I'm going to give a different way that you can make it. So I will see you after that. Alright guys, so this is the house that I implemented for the first time, this cobblestone generator floor. You can see it is actually a pretty good example for some of the features. It's a decent sized plot. It actually could be extended 1 or 2 further in either direction, but I put it on the plot because I didn't really know how big I wanted it to be or anything, because I didn't want to make the room below too big. Anyways, just to note, you can put stuff on top of the cobblestone, such as stairs or pretty much anything except for like redstone or something that'll break if you break the block beneath it. You can't place those things down, but things like paintings, if they're touching that, it won't affect it even, so that's really nice. So, what's special about this one? Well, besides the fact that it's a good example of actually implementing it in a house, it is extra secure because there's only one spot in the floor that you can dig to find it. As you can see here, it's literally just dirt. But if you know the exact spot to go in, woo, you found a ladder, and magical ugly room appears with my favorite quote of all time ever, probably. You can pause and read that. I might say that sometime in any of my videos. And then you have this beautiful storage room full of stuff. So, yeah, all my hidden bone meal, there's some junk in there too. But, there's also some good stuff. And, sorry, employee accident, that's not for public eyes. But that is pretty much a great example of how to make it extra secure. You can see there's a ladder, you break it, it closes behind you, and it's all around pretty cool. Now, I ask you not to comment on the ugly architecture of the building. It was more of a test. But that is pretty much that, so I'll head back to the other creative world. So that was an example of how you can make it more secure by just making it one of the blocks, and in that case you can just make it the one cobblestone generator instead of having the entire floor be a cobblestone generator if you want. But that is one way that you can do it. There's a different way, and it involves a different kind of generator, as you can see here. So this uses a smooth stone generator, and essentially it has a lot of benefits, but it does have one negative thing over that one. This is better in one case, and it's a pretty important case, so you'll end up going to be using these equally. It's mainly just based on the location. But let's jump right into it. This is just an example of a smooth stone generator, so it's not the best one, nor is it the only one. This is the one I know how to make. So, the water gets turned into smooth stone from the lava on top of it, and is then pushed out by that piston, and just like the cobblestone generator. And you can have pistons here too that push it out into the floor. For demonstrational purposes, it looks a lot neater like this. Now, benefits. Well, you can see it has a smaller clock. That is not just optional, that is required, because otherwise you'll get cobblestone underneath where this glass is, and it'll mess up the cobblestone generator. So it needs to be able to, because it creates the smooth stone quicker, it needs to be pushed out quicker, and all in all, that's really good, because that means that you can mine it away. When you mine it, it'll be replaced a lot quicker. You saw with the cobblestone generator, it took maybe like 2-3 seconds. With this one, it's going to be like more like half of that. So that's really cool. Another good thing about it is that you can mine smooth stone quicker than cobblestone. A lot of people don't know this. So if you're in Skyblock and you want to get blocks, instead of making a cobblestone generator, make a smooth stone generator, because it's literally no more expensive. It's exactly the same price, essentially. And if you're making it automatic with a piston, it's even cheaper because it requires 2 less repeaters. So, bonus on that. So you can mine it a lot quicker. You still get cobblestone out of it if you're playing Skygrid. But for this purposes, it's nice to be able to mine quicker, and it'll be replaced quicker. One thing, the last good thing that I could think of about this, is that it camouflages perfectly if you do it underground. So say you have like a house or something, you just dig down, you have like a dugout room, right? And it's just smooth stone walls and ceiling and floor, like the basic stuff, right? It's a basic underground thing where you haven't replaced any of the ceiling walls or floor. You're lazy. And this will blend perfectly because the floor is supposed to be smooth stone. And so if the floor is smooth stone, then they'll think you never touched those blocks, you never even placed them. They'll never think of digging down, like I never have. Like, oh, let's dig underneath the floor, maybe I'll randomly hit some secret room. Like, the likelihood you're going to is not great. And so the fact that the secret entrance, it requires you to mine down, makes it all the more secretive, because people don't think of breaking blocks, they think of just looking for a secret door or something. So that's why this is super secretive. And with smooth stone, it's even more secretive if it's underground. The bad part, the deltas, well, it does not work in a house at all, really. Having a smooth stone floor in a house doesn't look good, nor does it make sense at all. Like, you don't place down smooth stone as a floor purposefully. Last thing I want to mention is just, people might wonder how you hide this extra redstone and stuff, because in my, if you saw in the world, I had to put like a garden or something over it just to disguise it. What you can do is simply put these and move them underground by using like a redstone torch tower, whatever you want. There's really a million ways to do that. So any kind of cobblestone generator works, any kind of smooth stone generator should work. It's up to your personal preference. Same thing with the clocks. I mean, you can play around with the timing, but you got to make sure it's not too quick so that it's not generating enough. It doesn't give it enough time to generate it. That's bad. If you leave it too long, it'll all get messed up is the thing as well for the smooth stone generator. Alright guys, before I go, I'd like to intervene here and simply give out a few shout-outs. So, first off, my brother, Quick Nuclear Science, just got 1,000 subscribers. If I can, I will put an annotation up on the screen like here and right now or something. I'm trying to give cues to myself when I'm editing the video so I remember to put it up. But he just recently had over 1,000 subscribers. That is amazing. My inspiration for YouTube was not some huge YouTuber who's like, I look up to you and one day I want to be like you. No, it was my brother who at one time just had like 3 subscribers, and I was like, hey, that's really cool that someone I know is making their own YouTube videos. And at the time of this was like 2010, 2009, I'm not even sure, I'm just making up random years, and but the YouTubers weren't as big as they are now, so it was more of a big deal to know someone who made YouTube videos. Now he's got over 1,000. He's recently gonna hit 1,100 very soon, and go check him out. He does programming, science, tons of stuff. I mean, tons of stuff, really. If you want to know about computers, if you want to know how some of the stuff works, go and check out his channel. Alright, so, secondly, let's go check out a certain comment that I got on my video. I'd like to give out a huge shout out to Adam Pearson, who, actually read the bottom of my subscriptions. If you see, I don't think anybody really reads many of my descriptions, of my video. And so in a lot of them, I'll put different little secret things on the bottom. If you go through my videos, I'm going to say over half of them have something like this or another. And he actually found it. So, big feature in a video right here. Adam Pearson, thank you if I'm pronouncing your name right. So, that's really awesome. Glad you're actually slightly engaged in my videos more than other people. So, big shout out to him. He's made a few videos of himself, so go ahead and check out his channel as well. But that is all I have time for today, as well as all I really need to share with you. So, thank you so much for watching. Don't hide too weird stuff under your floor, and see you all next time.